Hi, welcome to For Flow with Chloe, where we're going to pull some from the winter seasons of the Witch Tarot and a few from my new deck, the Witch's Shadow Work. I did do a little short showing some cards from this deck that I pulled around my fire pit on the Taurian full moon. So you can also go and check that out. I didn't have me talking on it. It was very, very dark. And so it didn't record particularly well for seeing the cards. So I just did a little view of the moon and the fire pit. And then I put the cards on separately with the guidebook meanings. This one. We have the Four of Winter Wands. Gorgeous. And they've got their Christmas tree, they're celebrating, and the Four of Wands is a real celebrational, victorious card, actually. It's like a portal energy, you know, we've multiplied from 1 to 2, and now we've got 4, so it's doubled again, and we're going places. It's lit. And they've got their candles lit around the Christmas tree. It's a very, very creative, like, I got this energy, like, you are the winner. 6 of Winter Pentacles. So this is harmonious giving and receiving. It's an energy of balance. And we've got 2 people working together to make a gorgeous cauldron full of magic or broth. You choose. But yeah, equal give and take and equal share of the role, and they're going to share, you know, the nourishment or the good juju of the spell together. And it's like putting in the amount of work and getting a good result back out of it as well. This one. And we have the Winter Empress. Gorgeous. She appears to be gliding. She's got a real float on there. And she's got her crow greeting her. She's got her new moon symbol. And she's just, gliding through it all. The Empress is a very creative energy. And she's like the queen of all the queens. So you've got your 4 suits of royals, of queens in your deck. This actually has a different system. It has initiator, apprentice, artisan, and master. So it has this different sort of hierarchy that's a little bit less regal and more modern day. But yeah, she is like the embodiment of them all. And often she is shown as pregnant and sort of swelling with fertility and the peak of her creative energy and the peak of her sort of feminine energy. So that is what we've got coming out, which is lovely, lovely jubbly. So as a trio, we've got a whole lot of celebratory, creative, putting in the work and receiving the right amount back out of it, which makes it all just beautiful, harmonious creation. So celebratory. And I'm going to take one from the shadow deck. Oh. quite like these cards. They still smell like bonfire smoke. I use them around the fire. Aromatic shadow cards. This one. The Meditator. So we have this sort of stepping stones at the bottom. These stepping stones between two worlds, two realities. One being quite dreamy and light and innocent. And then she sort of has her hair blowing away and becoming a fox. And it's almost like she's left part of her mind, part of her subconscious, away in this other world that's governed by, you know, the moon. The moon symbolises our creativity and our subconscious. And so, you know, when we meditate, we can be quite, hello Finn. Finny Bobs hasn't joined us for a reading in a while. Are you the meditator, Finn? Are you the meditator? What are you doing with yourself? Where are you going? Should we move the cards? Let's move those cards there. Let's protect my knee from your incredibly sharp claws as well. There we go. Just in case he tries to do cakey bakey on me. Makey cakey. Are you going over there now? Come on, Finn. Where are you going? Right, let's put these back in the box so they can't actually fall over. Okay, now I'm chasing some paper that fell out the back. Right. So back to this. Yeah, so it's sort of leaving our subconscious drifting, and that's what I'm getting with the hair, like drifting between two worlds. This other world is a bit less colourful, it's a bit less creative, and I was saying about this side having more of an innocence with the whites. And so, you know, there comes a point where we all grow up and we get told to grow up, and that daydreaming will get us nowhere, and that, you know, we need to get in the real world and knuckle down and, you know, do the things that involve being part of a society, like keeping a job and paying our bills and all that boring stuff. Taking exams so that we can get a job, so we can, you know. And often we have to fragment ourselves away from our childhood dreamy wonderment, which can be quite sad. So I feel that this meditator is about inviting back in, I don't think it's going to sit on me, so let's, inviting back in that sense of creativity, especially with that Empress card coming up and the Four of Wands coming up. It's about fully embodying our creativity and bridging this gap between our subconscious and our consciousness and making it whole. I get that with the Empress, you know, I was talking about her being pregnant, it's like wholeness. So what I quite like about the Witch's Shadow book is as well, there it is, the Meditator. It's in the invisible world, because our subconscious is the invisible world. You can't see our meditations. Some of us paint them, like I do, or draw them, or make clay things out of them. So, the meditator asks, have you lost your sense of wonder? You say, I am open to a world of wonder, magic and enchantment. Oh, I so am. Open me up to the world of wonder, but it has like a little activity or suggestion or thing to do, like an incantation of how to dissolve or bring about or encourage whatever it is on the card that needs to be shut down or awakened or whatever. So, one of the best ways to get back in touch with the wonder of the natural world and the benefits it can bring is to head to a stretch of water. Water in its many forms invites us to look at and contemplate it, whether it's rolling heave of the ocean, the twinkling splash of a waterfall, or the surface of a lake ruffled gently by a breeze. God, I love watching waves crash. And waterfalls are magical, magical. So much water therapy. Go to any seafront and you will find people on the beaches or leaning on the railings, looking out to sea, mesmerised and still. Children and dogs immediately run towards the water and instinctively know how to play in it. For adults, there are few things as refreshing as standing by the invigorating force of a waterfall, and little as joyful as a dip in the ocean. The movement, colour and sound of water soothes and heals, making the shoulders drop and the breathing quiet. Make it an intention to go for a walk beside a stretch of water. This could be as mighty as the roaring ocean seen from the cliff top, or as modest as the still boating lake in a nearby park, or a canal. There's lots of canals in the UK. When you arrive, take some slow, deep breaths and spend time looking and studying the movement of the water. Then walk beside it and let its energy, whether exuberant or still, wash over you and calm your busy mind. And, you know, water is represented by the cards in the tarot deck, which are very connected to meditation and healing through water. They're also connected to creativity, as are the Wands cards, which we did get some Wands cards. And water is very connected to, you know, the feminine energy as well, and the depths of it and the bits we don't see. So go hunt out a source of water and get your meditation on to ignite your creativity and connect to your subconscious. And that's all for the reading. Thank you for watching, and all you returning viewers. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Also, have a wonderful day.